Yeah, hi folks, and welcome to the Fimmelmilk channel. And I'm in the woods again, and the weather is absolutely lovely. It's warm outside, the sun is shining, and I'm at one of my favorite stumps. And I thought I'd show you something I got on the flea market, and this is sort of a mystery blade. Originally, it was just mounted on some file handle and put on any which way, but I immediately saw that the tang was pretty well made, and the knife itself, the blade itself, was pretty well made, and it looked hand forged, and had a little bit of a weird shape, is what you see. I still do not know what this is, but actually the sharpness of the steel and the edge resistance is pretty good. And I just, since it was swimming in rusty water, I just paid 50 cents for it. And I made at home. I made with really simple implements, just with an SAK and a hand drill. I made this blackthorn handle with this boxwood knob on top. I want to work on this a little still, refine it a little bit, but as is, it has served me pretty well. And I got this piece of hazel, and I've got an idea for a project I want to do. I also got my other tools in my leather, piece of leather. I will show you at the end how you can use a simple piece of leather to put away your carving tools quite nicely. It's not and quite safely. It's actually still a makeshift thing, because I have been planning on and off to make myself a tool bowl with welds for the individual tools, but so many mountains, so little time. And what I want to do is I want to keep this hazel a little bit longer, in order to well, to have sort of a handle to it. And I want to start carving, and it's want to, on both sides I remove the wood. And the thing with hazel is when it's fresh, it really carves nicely, and when it dries out, it's pretty hard. And I just want to make a 4x4, what have you, what it's called, like so, to get a platform to work with. And I want to put on a triangular section on one side. So it doesn't need to be that precise, but well, now I'm moving this fibrous piece there, and well, now I must think about, because I haven't done this yet, and I'm removing this part and putting sort of a notch here. And actually, the knife really performs great. It's really a joy to work with. So Now I'm removing material here. And honestly, actually, I do want to emphasize something with with me using this knife. It's not always about the gear, is what I want to say. And great gear is really, really good and nice to have. Love me some great tools. Not what I'm saying, never what I'm saying. But great tools do not necessarily need to be new. And so you might want to look at car boot sales or what have you, and you can often find loads of cool stuff there. And I think what you want to learn is how to distinguish a good tool from a bad. And I'm just whittling away, you know. And talking a little bit in the process, and because well, I've never done this before, so it's a little bit of a gamble to do this. And it's always like you just need to get your head around how to do it best first before you honestly can talk about it. And then maybe it's not that much of a tutorial. Maybe in the best of cases you will be inspired by what I'm doing, and but don't expect wonders. And also, well, it's just a wonderful outing, and just a wonderful outing in the woods. That will hopefully get myself something beautiful to take home. Now I'm taking my little whittling knife, chip carving knife, because it's better suited for stuff like this. And that's the reason why I bring a tool roll. And honestly, I I could do this with just one knife. This is not something I need to prove, and it's just, you know, it's just more convenient to use the tool for the job, and well, being creative with wood. And I know, you know, my stance on wood carving, I think, already by now, and I think this is one of the coolest things you could do in, especially if you do this in a forest, because you might hear the bird song and the tranquil atmosphere and what have you, and this is something that's really cool, especially to decompress a little bit. If you got a stressy day or something, yeah, well, get out in the woods and make yourself something beautiful, or try to make something beautiful. I do not know yet whether or not this will be beautiful at all, but I think you get my meaning. It's a pastime that's well, it's not loud. It's nothing that's well, constantly kicking one's own arse, and you know, constantly doing everything free solo or what have you. But something, well, something that's a little bit suited to keep your sanity, and especially in these days, keeping your sanity is almost something like rebellion. And well, the knife I just showed you, this one here, is actually well, this is a pretty great bushcraft knife, suited for a lot of stuff you could do in the woods. It's a pretty light carry too. It's I don't know, I never weighed it, because things like that are not too important for me, and it's not just the numbers. So maybe you already have an idea what I intend with this piece. I think it won't turn out that great, because I would need a larger piece, I think, and to start with, and to get the proportions right, and what have you. But you know, that's actually a study, and I can, if you really are serious about furthering your art, I cannot but recommend you start drawing what you want to make first, and in the process you can already get to terms like, oh, what's that? Look at it, the little guy here. That's a baby bee or something? I don't know. No, that's just a bug. But a little bug came visiting, and I think it's things like that that make this so enjoyable. And you know, this is a world that still exists. Quite a commonplace, maybe, but we tend to forget. And you know, that there's a world outside, and this world is actually not half as bad as people want to tell us. And just met a fellow yesterday, and that was really cool. I was a little bit feeling nostalgia, and I went down to some BMX track that I thought abandoned, and just wanted to pity myself a little bit. And well, and there was this guy with a spade and a shovel and some tools, and well, he was about to work on the jumps, and that, you know, that track has been around for almost 50 years now. And I think, I don't know exactly, because I only discovered it pretty late in my riding days. And and it turns out it was still in use, and or in a state of pretty much of neglect. And but still, there was this fellow doing a great job with clearing up all the debris and stuff, and that cool. And well, we ended up digging up a tractor tire that was submerged there, because he had the idea of making a jump from it. And actually, this was a pretty hard work, and I haven't felt too well lately, and was pretty exhausted by that honest work. And but I had one of the best times I had in months. And what I want to say is, there's a world out there, and this world is really great. It's just, well, it's not social media all the time. It's not that left versus right and important. Not what I'm saying. But you know, the thing is, life's not half the hopeless misery that we think it is. And you know, the thing with with life is it's happening out there while we are feeling miserable. And honestly, not it's not just that I want to recommend you some sort or the other of behaving or what have you. It's not a moral lecture I'm offering here, but it's more of a reminder to myself too. It's because we well, it was meant to be social media, not anti-social media, and you know, and I got the impression that this has pretty much changed, and I'm not complaining, by the way. It's not the one that I just want to complain, but I want to say that I'm still here. I might go away here if it deteriorates further, but at the moment I'm pretty stoked to have this awesome community and watching your content and all the and learning stuff. This is why I love YouTube, because you can still learn a lot of stuff and get a lot of inspiration, and a lot of the whittling I am doing I learned from other people on YouTube, and so this is a pretty great thing to have, and but you know, everything in moderation is what I want to say, and well, it's a cool thing if you are sitting before the screen in winter, or if you don't have anything else to do or something, then something like YouTube is pretty great thing to have, but get out there is what I want to say. Look at how gorgeous the weather is, and when I was really feeling great yesterday, because we together we solved the problem, and feels great to see that real people exist, and and this is hilarious that I'm saying this, and but it's not just real people, but also the real world. The birds that are singing are real. The sun is real, and all that stuff carving away, and this is really, I think this is really grounding, and I think this is something that we all deserve, and that we all need to have from time to time. That we need to realize again that the world in general, well, there's always some daft shit going on, and what have you, and it's not all roses. That's not what I'm saying, but you know, it's also not all bad, and by the way, I'm also loving my my little detail knife here. As I said, I could do this with the bigger one, but it's just more convenient. And you know, I think one of the best things that I did in the last month and years is getting rid of all that survival mythology. Really, and this is the way, the reason why I'm constantly ranting about this is because, well, it's just so intriguing for me how much better it is if you get rid of that mythology and this lone wolf things and this well, you need to be even harder and prep this and prep that. Well, be prepared, buy yourself some fucking groceries. And you know, it's not that I want to say anything against being prepared or something, but what I want to say is, if you get rid of that huge bastard of a survival knife, you are able to think a little bit more out of the box. And if you pack some lighter knives and if you pack some carving knives, this is what you can do. You can't do this with a big survival knife. Well, you could maybe if you are really good at it, but I think it just happens that I can't. Maybe you can, and then kudos to you, but I can't, and I find it more convenient if I can bring my carving knives and whittle away like this, because creativity is something that really matters to me. And are you very creative? Why don't you practice then? And getting there. Well, as I said at the a little while ago, I think I should start with a bit of a bigger material, and because then there's a little bit more room for error and a little bit more room for more dynamics and for expression and stuff. And carving away this here, because by the way, for those who are not aware yet, I made this from an HSS saw blade, and I think I'm really fond of it, and I'm really fond of the most of the knives I'm carrying today are made from junk, and I'm pretty fond how this turned out, and um, I'm really feels empowering to be able to make your own tools, to be able to carve and learn how to how to make do, and being creative means that you can create your own world. And I think, honestly, even if that sucks to say, I think that this is political. And if you are sole author, and to varying degrees, it doesn't need to be everything at once, and it doesn't need to be perfect, and it doesn't need to be the best there is, and what have you. But if you just try and oh, well, I need to shut up a little bit because it's a little delicate around here. Also, the wood is a little bit brittle because it's really very fresh still, and actually that's already a case for wood gouges. I think it would be better to use wood gouges on this already, which lend themselves to a little bit of more precision. But if the peasant can swim, there's always the swimming trunks, and so with this knife I need to be a little bit more careful, because this is something I can advise against. If you make yourself a carving knife, don't make it symmetrical, or put some markings on the like some firework or something on the spine, because it's not working that intuitively, and you might get it the wrong way around, and then you're in for a problem if you're using a thumb push technique. So that, if you know that, you can always be a little bit more careful. It just is a little bit, it just sucks a little bit, because then you are not getting into the zone that easily, because you are constantly thinking and contemplating why where the blade is, and how it goes, and what have you. And getting into the zone is really wonderful. So I hope that this is the good thing with fresh hazel, is that it really carves lovely. The bad thing is that it is pretty fibrous, and so you don't get that great of a surface, and you need to be extra careful not to get tear outs and what have you. And I will this is what I like to do, is I like to do a rough carving and then let it dry out a little bit, and because that way you can better see where this is headed, and where your carving is going, and if it dries out a little bit, not completely, but just a tiny bit, then you can do it a little bit more precisely, and also if you do sand your carvings, don't try sanding them fresh, because it's not going anywhere. Also, if you take your time, you can work on the expression a little bit better than if you rushed it, and which isn't too easy to achieve, honestly. And I mean, you can always create something that's cute and whimsical. That's not what I mean, but if you really want your carvings to be talking, and well, that's a challenge. And that doesn't mean they need to be hyper realistic or something. It's just a matter of what you want to say and how you want to say it. And actually, carving or any art is sort of like learning a language, and that's the interesting part. That's where the art comes in, and it's not easy completing the journey in a way that you imagined it, and I must be honest, this isn't what I imagined, and it's something that teaches me a lot at the moment. I'm not quite content with that, but on the other hand, all art is a recovery from the first step. So I will put this aside right now, because maybe better safe than sorry. It needs to be a bigger diameter for starters. If you start like this, and well, what can I say? I think this is a favorite knife actually, and I really love the fact that it was junk and that I rescued it, and and that it does a great job. Honestly, I'm using the small one now because delicate, and but this is what I really like, and the tool has a history, and it's but it's a good tool. It's a great tool. The tip is a little bit there is a little bit of getting blunt going on there, but yeah, that's my there's a sandstone. Let's see if this works. And I think that's due to me not sharpening thoroughly enough. Not the flaw in the blade and the steel. And yeah, well, that's better. And this is something that I want to emphasize. Bushcraft is something that I find is interesting in that you learn how to make do, and learn how to use resources. And so, I think that this is something that's pretty important in our times, because, well, the world is a little different than it was some years ago. And I think we are faced with a lot of challenges, and I think that bushcraft has something to teach us. And well, that's a commonplace, but if you rewild yourself, and if you get rid of that capitalistic mindset, and I personally do believe that the marketing hype on survival knives and what have you, well, I think that this comes to be for a reason. And because, well, no one wants people in our society to be able to make do with next to nothing, and because this is not how our society works, and that's not even something, not even a criticism, it's just a description. It's it's just how it is. And if you are able to make things from scratch, and I'm not even sure whether this is bushcraft or what have you, because maybe it's just being human. just being human, and making sense out of life, and making life a little bit beautiful. As that's something that bushcraft does for me, and making life a little bit more beautiful. Or if you can call bushcraft what I'm doing, is just a random guy sitting in the woods carving stuff, and not the next big thing, as I said. And maybe that's just human after all. And so and there are the cranes are returning. Oh, well, want to show you. There they are. Apologies for the dizzy turn. I love that, and that's the reason why I'm out here and loving what I'm doing. And so what I want to show you now is, as I promised, I want to show you the contents of my my tool roll, and I hope it comes across like, don't know if you can see this. No, that doesn't work. But maybe that way you will be able to see what I am doing. But that's not great either. I need to fix this. Not working. Hopefully you don't get dizzy. So I think that's that'll do. And you see, I got my little loading metal blade knife, and I got another Damascus chip carving knife in a sheath, which is convenient, and got my spoon knife with the original protector and a spoon I carved with it, little beechwood spoon from some time ago. This work in progress, a slate knife I am making at the Mo, which I'm pretty much looking forward to, but which isn't there yet. And I want to put these beside each other, and this is my the HSS bladed little slate knife I made, and this is the small chip carving knife I've been using, and I just use a cork, and just a wine cork does the trick to protect the blade. And I can also put this here, and now I'm putting that rock away. What I want to do is, first I want to clear away the breeze so you can see this better. This I'm putting there. And what you want to do is you want to fold your leather over the tips of your tools. Then you want to fold the other side of. It's not that necessary that you have a lot of overlap. By the way, this is leather from an old couch I found by the trails, by the roadside, and then you fold this end back over over your tools. Doesn't need to cover everything. Then you need to be a little bit careful keeping your tools where they are, and then you can just roll down your leather. And I would recommend you put some sort of cordage around this, and this will be pretty secure if you doesn't go anywhere. You can also sew some leather songs to it, to the end of the leather, if you want to. And obviously you can create a tool roll, and this is pretty much makeshift. But if you are in such a situation where you need to make do, you might want to make it in a similar way. If you put the flap of the leather underneath, it will stay put, and well, it's not the most secure way to do it, but it is pretty safe. if you put it in a backpack, or I also like to put it in the other two roll that way, and well, then you are really safe. And if you fix this with some sort of a strap or a leather thong or what have you, or cordage, which you can make in forest, and then you are pretty on the safe side of sorry. And so I hope you enjoyed the video. It was a little bit little bit higgledy-piggledy again, but I hope you it was a little bit entertaining or relaxing or what have you, and I will work on this carving to elaborate it, because I'm not in a hurry, and it's something that I like to do, and I will just put it away for some time. We'll think about it, how to elaborate on it, and well, that's not the last thing. Well, I don't know if I whether I can feature this in a. Maybe I will just start anew, because it's you see that there's just something missing, and the proportions are a little bit off, and but I learned a lot by making this, and well, maybe I will make a bigger sculpture from this, maybe from some dry wood or something, and I would really like that. So but that's how it is. Just fell upwards is what I want to say. It's just learning, and sometimes it's like, you see, this is a little branch that was cut anyway, and you know, it's a little bit like a scribble in your sketchbook, and you don't want your scribble necessarily. You don't necessarily want the scribble to be a painting or a work of art, but you want to find out how to make the work of art. And this is something that I can really recommend. If you work with scrap wood, you can get your head around how to make it and how to apply the techniques, and then maybe you can save it, or you make something altogether different and new. And well, so that's it. As I said, I hope you enjoyed the video. It was a little bit relaxing to you, or entertaining, or what have you. I pretty much enjoyed my time out, and this is something that I really do like. That spring is on the way, and it makes a lot of things a little bit easier, even if they aren't. But well, take good care, and stay sane and healthy, and still important. And well, hang in there, and there's a world out here, and the world's not half the mess that people want us to believe. And as I said, take good care is just what I'm saying. So that's it. I really hope to see you soon, and thank you for watching. Thanks for being here, and well, bye.